is supposed to be something around 10 billion. So if you compare it to the about 20 billion which is invested overall in the investment sector, so it's quite a significant stake for German investments. And we did see over the last year, or the last 3 quarters of the year, 4 big transactions being done, which are really driving the market. These were transactions all around $1 billion investment. One of them, for example, was Cerberus buying of distressed situation from some banks. It was the Spain portfolio, which comprises some 24,000 residential units throughout Germany. And so this is one side of the market. This is the big transactions, that there are more to come. There are about another 3 or 4. Some of them are going to be closed this year, perhaps. So this is one side of the investment market. It's a very, very big size transactions. On the other side, we do have far other side. We do have the local investors who don't have opportunities to invest in any other kind of investments. So the local family offices and wealthy private individuals are investing in retail and residential as well. This is a trend which was going on for the last 5 years. It will still keep be strong. So, and in the residential market, we will see more transactions to come. Some of them will be of, at the moment, they are more like of distressed situations. Nobody is selling, like in office, it's nearly the same. Nobody's selling prime locations and good objects at the moment, because where do you going to invest your money then afterwards? But there are some very interesting investments in the big markets, in the top 5, but not in the very prime areas. And you also do have a lot of prosperous areas which are from the domestic side really increasing. So in Germany, as you most probably know, we do have negative demographics for the next whatever, at least for the next 20, 40 years. But still, the number of households is rising, and the necessity of space is rising as well. We hardly have any constructions, new build residential constructions at the moment, or for the last 5 years. This is due to prices which are too high for the normal tenants to pay for. So you need at least something around 10 to 12, 13 euros per square meter as rent for your investment if you want to build new residential apartments. So the normal sector, or the medium sector of residential, there's no more product being produced, and so the rents are going up. The demand for space is getting up, and so we have a very prosperous situation to invest in, even if you don't focus on the really new build investments, which are, from pricing wise, it's like investing in office in better locations, something around 5% initial yield for new build apartments. So this will be the trend for the next years, that there are good opportunities and some growth to be produced, and some really interesting investments. But you do need somebody. This is more than the other investment classes as well, asset classes. You do need somebody who is on the ground and who's really knowing the business and knows where to invest, and really working on the assets. For investments, I would prefer going to the Rhine-Ruhr area. This is very attractive for the demographics, for the future trend. It's interesting, but there you have to really divide different areas. It's not just being one big area where you say this is the point where you invest, but there are good cities in the Rhine-Ruhr area, like Essen, you have Dortmund, you have Cologne, you have Düsseldorf. Further south, you have very interesting areas like Mannheim, you have Karlsruhe, you have Freiburg, you have Nuremberg, Würzburg. So there are cities which are not just only for residential, but also for office interesting from our point of view.